Hey Pisces, we're going to be doing your reading, so we're going to get right into it and see what is going on for you guys, Pisces. All right, Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. All right, maybe a little bit nervous about something, or I don't know if it's nervous, okay, maybe anticipation. All right. Okay, let's see, Pisces. All right, maybe I'm wrong, okay, Two of Swords. I mean, I swear this, the second I just pulled your cards out, I was like, all right, this is better. So maybe that's what we're doing here, Pisces. Okay, you have the Six of Swords. This is showing up for your current energy. So this is what I'm understanding. Something about being anxious, being again, like anticipating something, but it's like the second that you kind of start doing something or you start getting into it, it's like, okay, this is smooth sailing, this is fine, you know, that kind of stuff, okay? So yeah, maybe more of like an anticipation stuff, okay, that kind of thing. But that went away real quickly, so I like that, all right? Whatever's going on, maybe this is something you've done before, and it might just be like, hey, I get nervous before this, or whatever the heck it is, okay? We all get nervous about plenty of things. I am scared of people, so just kidding. Well, that's okay. I don't know why I said that. So we're going to keep going. So you guys have the Five of Pentacles, and this is showing up in your environment. Okay. So, it feels like in your environment, there's maybe a sense of somebody who's maybe feeling left out in the cold, or somebody who's feeling like they maybe don't have enough of something. But I'm more so feeling like this is someone who is just feeling like, okay, like, you know, never mind, like, you know, I'm not, it's almost like I'm not wanted here or something like that. I don't like that at all. Okay. This also, maybe this is a situation here where maybe it's like, this might be a situation where maybe you're feeling like, okay, I feel kind of out of it, or I'm on the outside, the outskirts of whatever this is, okay, that kind of situation. That might be part of whatever this is. So, all right, you have the Ace of Pentacles. This is showing up for your challenge here. All right, it feels like maybe a new opportunity, or having to kind of, whether you're going to accept something, or whether you're going to accept something, or whether you're going to offer something to somebody. Okay, I understand this as like an actual something physical. All right, I don't know, could be finances, could be literally like a physical item, something regarding that. Okay, or this could even be the length of time that something is taking, that kind of thing. All right, certainly could be. I almost want to lean on that here, Pisces. I almost want to lean on, you know what's really weird? I was about to call you a name, don't know what name it was at all. I almost want to say Jessica. I have no idea, no clue, but it was definitely a female name, and I swear to God, I feel like that's what it was. So that was really interesting. I don't know. I couldn't even for the life of me tell you where that came from. But okay, so, all right. You also might really be somebody, you like the number 6, okay? You've got 2 6s. You also have a 5 here. So, all right. Maybe you're dealing with a Leo. All right, so you have the 6 of Pentacles, and this is showing up for your opportunity. I think you have the opportunity here to maybe, if somebody is offering you something and you're like, maybe I don't want that, or it doesn't fit in my car, I almost want to say, I wonder if you have the opportunity to kind of like be like, here, I'm going to give this to this person instead, or you know what I'm saying? Like 5 of Pentacles, that could definitely be somebody who they need something, you know, that maybe you have it, or you're like, I'm all done with that, or whatever the heck it is here. Okay, maybe that's what it is. You have the opportunity to like pay it forward, or be like, okay, I'm purposefully giving this thing to you, or I'm purposely pouring into this connection, whatever the heck it is, that kind of stuff. All right. I also want to say like donating something too, okay? That kind of stuff. You know, there might be something where it's like, I don't know, donating something to somebody or to a cause, or I don't know, something. So let's see what's up. Let's get your oracle cards out, and then we will clarify your reading and see what's going on here. All right. If your name is Jessica, I didn't mean to freak you out. All right. And if your name is not Jessica, that doesn't mean this reading's not for you. All right. I don't know. I swear to God, I don't know. What can I do? That's what happens. So, all right. Let's see. Pisces. Maybe you guys are also just really into music. Or maybe you're an almond mom. You know those almond moms? I don't really know what that means, actually. I think it just means you eat healthy food. I'm not sure what's wrong with that. But all right, so let's see what's going on. or an almond dad. All right. Or teardrops. I don't. Okay, I don't know. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see what's going on here. All right, Pisces. All right. Yeah, you have a lot of court cards too. You know what? Cancer was ridiculous. I'll tell you that right now. Okay, they came out with their entire reading was just one giant court card. I was like, how dare you? So, all right, let's see, Pisces. So, okay, you have number 35. All the threads of fate must bend. Okay, so this is your like current energy here, and that's what you have with the Six of Swords and the Knight of Wands previous to it. So, all right. All the threads of fate must bend. Threads of fate. I feel like I kind of like that. So there's definitely something about being like flexible with whatever this is. Okay, you know, bending, that kind of stuff. Okay, maybe kind of like, you know, moving through something and being kind of quite flexible with it. That kind of stuff, or maybe even just kind of like adapting to the situation, whatever the heck it is. Okay, possibly you thought one thing and then another thing kind of happened, and you're just like, you know what, I can rock with that kind of stuff. Okay, I love that. That's friggin' awesome. Pisces, I feel like that might be like something you're really good at, okay? Just kind of like friggin' going with the flow here. All right, so let's see. Knight of Wands and then with the Six of Swords. So yeah, I feel like there's something here that it's like, I think there was maybe, I want to say an anticipation of something, or like being like, I know that's what it is. I'm you know, all systems go, or all steam ahead. I don't know, something like that. And it's like I'm going off to the races, that kind of stuff. I almost feel like this is you guys going back to a starting point. I don't know what that means, but I'm almost understanding that. It's like something in the past. I feel like you like furiously went, or I don't mean furious like angry. I don't know why I said that, but like racing towards something in the past that you're just like, that's what I want, like I'm doing that right now. Maybe a little bit of impulsive, but I don't know if it's really impulsive. I think it's more just like highly motivated, or like really being like, I need to be the first one there, or I'm racing to go get this thing, or whatever the heck it is. Okay, that's what I feel. You know, possibly having to like switch up some plan, because this Knight of Wands to the Six of Swords, I'm getting that as like speed. You know, I'm getting this as like, okay, super fast, and then maybe it's like now it's more like calm, or now it's more purposeful movement forward, or something like that. Okay, and again, I feel like this is you guys being like quite adaptable and flexible in how that's kind of going. So all right, let's see. So you have the Seven of Swords, and then you have it with the Five of Pentacles in your environment. Okay, so yeah, this is somebody who is either, you know, I'll tell you something, this is either somebody who has done something kind of sketchy in the past and is now feeling a little bit like, I don't know if these people are going to accept me, or I don't know if I should be here, or something like that. Or this is somebody who has like major imposter syndrome and is feeling like, I don't even know how to get into this thing, or it's easier for me just to like be on the outskirts of something, because there might be this like, you know, major feeling of like, oh gosh, like I don't know the right approach, or there's no way I can do this. It almost feels like maybe giving up on a situation before it was even, before that should have happened, okay? That kind of stuff. So certainly I'm getting, you know, you got to understand, I have two different storylines here. So this might be one where it's like, you got to check, you know, all your placements, or at least, or if you're like spying on somebody, you could like check like their placement, whatever, that kind of stuff, okay? Nothing wrong with that. I don't think so anyway. I think there's nothing wrong with that. I love cross watching. So all right, okay. So I do. So all right, yes, I think that this. I do think that there's something about, again, like a lot of imposter syndrome with whatever this is, or there's something where it's like, God, I don't really know. Like, it's almost like I'm on the cusp. Like, I don't know. And I also do understand something where it's like somebody might have this like perceived flaw about themselves, or something that they're like, oh God, like this makes me feel like I can't do this thing, or whatever the heck it is. And they might be actually kind of putting themselves in a position where it's like, okay, I'm going to do this so that I'm really not showing like my weakness or my flaw. We all have weaknesses and flaws, okay? We all have that. Nobody is, nobody like doesn't have that. So, you know, no matter what. All right, so two different storylines. So, all right, let's see. So you have activating, and this is showing up for part of your challenge. It says activating right foot. So maybe for some of you guys, literally your right foot has something to do with this, okay? Certainly could. Okay, so, or someone's father might have something to do with this. Okay, so all right, you have the King of Wands, and you have it with the Ace of Pentacles here. And again, this is showing up for your challenge. Okay. Yeah, all right. It's okay. So, sorry. I'm like going off the deep end. All right, so Ace of Pentacles with the King of Wands. All right, yes, I feel like in the past there was maybe a lot of movement, or maybe moving too fast on something. For some of you guys, I wonder if this is literally like you literally hurt something because you were moving too quickly, or you were, moving too quickly, or you were like the front runner of something and then you hurt yourself in some sense. I don't know. That might be for somebody, okay, especially with this like flexibility and bend and like all these like knight cards, wand cards, that kind of stuff, okay? Might have something to do with that. So, all right, I also feel like there was maybe in the past something that you were, again, like really kind of like going for, in a sense of like this is what I want to do. I know this is what I want to do, and I'm going friggin' all the way with it, that kind of stuff. Or I want to have this grand vision of whatever's going on, or you did have this like grand vision, that kind of stuff, okay? There might even be a sense of recognizing somebody, or recognizing a situation, or recognizing the same thing in you that maybe somebody else has. You know what I'm saying? There might be like a recognition in whatever that is. Again, this is showing up for part of your challenge here, okay? So for some of you guys, maybe it's having a hard time activating some type of like really going for it, or activating a sense of like, I'm going to boldly go towards this thing, like I'm really going to friggin' do it, that kind of stuff, okay? Maybe even feeling like a little bit of like, should I be the leader or should I not, that kind of stuff. That might be that might be something that has happened in the past, okay? That kind of stuff. I really understand the energy of like actual fire, okay? Definitely understanding that, okay? Especially with this activating card, I'm getting that as like activated charcoal, to be quite honest, okay? I don't know, but I'm picking something up about that. So, all right, with this King of Wands, you guys have the Ace of Pentacles here. So, yes, I feel like, the challenge is, again, either accepting some offer here, or the challenge is, some new opportunity that you might be just feeling like, almost like that makes me unsteady on my feet, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Like, for some of you guys, I also understand being like, I'm so focused on what is going to come of this. So like, for an example, I've used this example before. I love to paint, but sometimes I get in my own way because I go, okay, so I have all these paintings, what the hell am I going to do with them? So then I'll be like, well, I just won't paint anymore. And it's like, well, that doesn't make any sense, okay? First of all, pretty ego-based of me, okay? Because it's like, so you're not going to paint just because you don't know what to do with it. I don't know. There's something there. There's something there. I'll figure that out another time. It's a personal issue of mine. But you know what I'm saying? Something like that. It might be like, okay, I'm going towards this thing. I'm doing this thing. Like, this is what I want. Or I'm, again, overseeing something. But then it's like, how do I make all this energy into either making into something profitable, or making something into like, okay, now it's like a physical opportunity. It's like all this passion, all this work, all this whatever. Now it's like a physical opportunity I can either offer or accept, or whatever the heck it is, that kind of stuff. All right. So let's see. So you have the reverse King of Pentacles with the Queen of Swords upright for, again, part of this challenge. So, okay, I think that there's maybe something in the terms of doing something that is like not conventional, doing something that is like not the status quo, something friggin' different, okay, not traditional, that kind of stuff, okay? For some of you guys, if this has to do with the length of time, maybe this is simply shortening something, making something less lengthy in time or less risky, okay, that kind of stuff. But I really do understand maybe doing something that is a little bit more of like a new approach on something, okay, a little bit of a new approach on something. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, so you have this Queen of Swords here, and this is showing up with this reverse King of Swords, reverse King of Pentacles. So I feel like doing something in a little bit of a new way, or doing something that, again, goes against like the status quo, or the way that is like the conventional type of way to do something. I feel like that is going to bring in an energy of either noticing something different, seeing something for like, maybe being like, oh, now I see that thing in a different lens, almost like a kind of a Hanged Man energy. Pisces, that is your card in the tarot, so that could be just like energy you're already kind of like showing up with, or something you're innately already kind of good at seeing a different perspective, or maybe seeing seeing something from a different angle, maybe once you kind of take a different approach, or do something like updated, or like not so traditional is kind of what I want to say, something like that. If this is not have to do with like traditions, or like, time, this could just be finances, you know what I'm saying? It could be that it's like, hey, it could be that's like, I really, really want to do this thing, but the challenge is hey, it's a lot of money, or it's a huge investment, time, energy, money, whatever the heck it is, that kind of stuff. All right. So yes, definitely I feel like this has something to do with like spotting the differences or similarities, or being like, okay, now I can see how I can finagle this, or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Even being noticed, okay, being set apart from something because maybe you're doing something again in like a different type of way, you know, than most people do, whatever it is. So Ace of Pentacles, this is showing up as what to avoid. All right, so I mean, you have this Ace of Pentacles showing up as your challenge, so maybe that's just part of whatever it is that like what to avoid might be to avoid like over giving to something, or avoid feeling like you have to accept every opportunity that comes your way, especially if you're feeling like that's kind of depleting you, or that you're feeling like because of that, you're always in this energy of like, okay, I'm going to be flexible, I'm going to be adaptive, that kind of stuff. Maybe there's something that you're like, yeah, but I need like a sense of stability for whatever this is, that kind of stuff. But I also am really getting this idea of you guys being okay with having, or almost suggesting doing something that is like, again, like different than the usual, okay, that kind of stuff. Again, whether this is like in the actual approach that you're doing, that you're taking here, or whether this is the length of time or the amount of money you're spending into something, it could be taking a risk versus doing something that is like not so risky, that kind of stuff. There's a lot of different storylines that I'm picking up about it. So, all right, let's see. So for your opportunity, you guys have creation. So, all right, you have creation, and then you have it with the Seven of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. 6, 7, guys. So, all right. Sorry, I don't know. Okay, so yeah, so you have the Seven of Pentacles with the Six of Pentacles with this creation energy. So in the past, I feel like there was something that you already have invested a good amount of time, energy into whatever this is, probably being patient about something. For some of you guys, I even pick up like an actual pregnancy, okay? Again, say it all the time, you don't have to be pregnant with an actual person. You could be pregnant with a great idea, pregnant with whatever the heck you want, okay? That kind of stuff. All right, so I do think that was something that did happen in the past. Either, you know, maybe in the past you even did take a different approach on something, or we're like, you know what, we've invested this much into something, let's kind of like take a different approach, or see what has come of this. We've put in all this time, energy, money, whatever it is. Let's see how is this working? Is this really an investment that I want to keep going into, or is maybe I want to pull back? That, you know, that's kind of what I'm feeling. So in the current energy, you guys have the Six of Pentacles. So here's what I'm understanding. If there is this thing here where you have this opportunity to like really create something, or to have, to create something, okay? Or to be like motivated in some sense, you know, having something that you desire, that kind of stuff, then I do feel like this is maybe the suggestion of like, okay, kind of taking into account what has happened in the past. When I put this amount of effort, money, time, whatever the heck it is, into something, what comes of it, all right? So it's like the Six of Pentacles. It's like making sure that you're not depleting yourself, and also making sure that the investments or whatever it is that you're putting into, that is like definitely what you want to do. It's almost like making sure that you've already maybe seen some results, like this, okay, yes, this is worth the investment, or this is worth continuing in this way, or I'm going to devote my attention, or I'm going to give this particular thing to this particular person, situation, whatever it is, okay? That's what I'm feeling. And it does feel like it's an attempt to kind of create something, you know, have something like up and running, creating something here. So, all right. Okay, so you have the King of Cups reversed with the Knight of Pentacles upright. This is showing up for part of your opportunity here. So, I want to say that you might need to be kind of obvious with something here, or you might need to be like, you know what, right now it's like, you might need to kind of not really be, and this sounds interesting and it sounds kind of mean, but everything can be done in like a tactful way, okay? And again, you have Seven of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, so in your environment, so there is a way to be like kind of tactful about whatever this is, but it might be like, you know what, this has to be a time where you're not kind of like feeling bad for everybody, or giving everybody like a little piece of like your heart, or whatever it is, you know, that kind of stuff. That might be like, kind of peeling your energy back from that, and maybe being like, I want to say maybe more like self-focused, or being focused on like a very particular thing, as opposed to like all of the energy, or feeling like, okay, I'm concerned about like every single person, or I need to make sure that like I'm in charge of making everybody happy, or whatever the heck it is. That's really impossible to try and make every single person happy. it's going to burn you out too. And it's also not your responsibility, funny enough, Pisces. It's not your responsibility to make sure that every single person under the sun is happy and feeling wonderful, that kind of stuff, okay? Like that's way too much of a burden for anybody to be like in charge of everyone's friggin' comfort, happiness, that kind of stuff. It's too much, all right? Because you're going to forget about yourself in the process, and you don't need to do that, all right? You matter as well. I told that to maybe Taurus as well. I think it was Taurus. So, okay, you have this Knight of Pentacles, and this is showing us what this like reverse King of Cups could bring in. I feel like this is you guys being maybe not so much of a perfectionist, but more so being like, I'm putting action towards the thing that I've already been working on, that I've already been working on. It's like you might already kind of have like a visualization of how something is going to go. It's like, don't be steered off course. Don't be steered off course for whatever this is. It's like you have the opportunity here to like put like to take, you know, like solid steps towards something, okay? Like planning something, but making moves with it, not just being like, oh, it's up in the air, that kind of stuff, okay? That's what I'm feeling, especially with this creation energy. It's like we can create something in our head, but then we have to bring it down to the 3D earth to be like, okay, now it's here, you know, that kind of stuff. All right. So you have the Three of Pentacles. This is showing up as what to avoid. This might be like, don't rewrite the wheel or don't recreate the wheel, that kind of stuff, reinvent the wheel. That's what I'm trying to say. That type of stuff, okay? That might be part of whatever this is. I will also say maybe this is something where it's like, hey, avoid doing something in a group type of setting. Maybe this is doing something by yourself, doing something more of like a solo type of thing. This could also be avoiding following the way that something has always gone. It's like, this is the approach. This is how we always work on this. This is the plan we always do, okay? Remember, you guys have the reverse King of Pentacles. It's like doing something kind of different, doing like breaking away from like the old like mold of something or the old like blueprint of something to kind of be able to do something that is more updated, more new, that kind of stuff, okay? That's what I'm feeling. Do you know what's so weird? I want to say don't stand on benches. Isn't that hilarious? I don't know. I mean, what a weird advice or avoid energy. That just totally like stuck out to me. So I don't know. I don't know. All right, so that's what I have for you guys, Pisces. I really hope this reading was helpful and made sense, all that kind of stuff. If not, you could check your other placements, and I'll see you guys back for your next one. Thank you. Bye.